Yo, how we doing? It's fucking late, super late. Kind of like my old time slot we used to handle back in the day, kicking off at 4:20 Eastern time. I've been doing some more TEW off stream, taking care of stuff, putting people on a short list whenever we happen to need a new ref, an additional ref, a better ref. We need to get some cheap bookers on the roster, just guys specifically for booking, all that fun stuff. So I hope you liked watching the TEW stream earlier. Total Extreme Wrestling Booking Simulator, if you're not familiar. We're going to do more of that. And today's stream, last stream, was just a lot of admin stuff. So hopefully future streams are a little more exciting than that. And then there's also going to be a Fire Pro Wrestling component to it. So we're going to do our best to either download or create edits for any and everybody on our roster. And we will simulate pay-per-views instead of predetermining who wins like we do with our normal bookings. Use your channel points, save your channel points up, because that's how we're going to use the queue. Is you just pay a little tiny amount of channel points to get yourself in the queue for booking, and then we'll start to do more things where you can book pay-per-views as we get more further along in the game and there's more computer generated wrestling school grads, dojo grads. You can name them after yourself if you wish, similar to using the channel points to get your name in here. Subs, of course, can have one for free. Always allow subs to have a created player just by virtue of being a supporter of the channel. And first booking is always free, so I don't want to discourage anybody from doing it if you don't have channel points or if you're new to the stream. But you can bet some channel points. We've got a prediction right now on us with a point spread against Southern Alabama. Southern Alabama's first year in the Super 3, turning our attention to the promotion, relegation, college football Super 3 conferences we've created in the hot Rodacy galaxy of sport, where alternate realities taking shape. ULM number 12 in the country right now, 7-3, and I think still holding out hope for a national championship, or if not that, maybe a conference championship still. Me and LSU are tied. LSU has the tiebreaker on me. They beat us head up when they were ranked number 12 or number 2 in the country. See, now they're just one above me. But we need them to lose. And unfortunately, the teams that they're playing are not likely to beat them. As you see, we just lost by fucking 2 points, dude. Mississippi State, who also beat us. Clemson, that's their 2 conference USA losses. But then there's this one, and that's an ugly loss. That is ugly. We just barely beat Bama. We were holding on to hope that Bama might win that game, and that would have gave us the tiebreaker. And then we played Bama still this season, so we would have got a chance to beat them and get into the conference championship. Now we got to rely on a 2-8 Mississippi or a 1-8 La Tech, who this is a conference rival, divisional rival, interstate rival, picked on little brother, little sister rivalry kind of thing. La Tech has had a really rough year, and they've got to win to prevent getting relegated. So they might be trying extra hard, because they still could jump over Miss maybe and stay. I don't know if Miss is actually in our super conference. No, they're not. So La Tech's almost screwed unless they win one of those games. They actually need to win both their next 2 games, and if Auburn loses, if the conference record is better for La Tech, they would stay in. So there's a little glimmer of hope for them maybe to play hard. I'm not counting on LSU losing. I don't know that we're going to get into the conference championship, but much improved over last year. And I think next year, with the recruits we have and the ones coming in, it's natty or bust. Anything less than a natty is disappointing. I mean, it's disappointing this year that we're not getting a natty, but after taking a break from this game, coming back and having a 6-6 season, the worst that we've had ever in this dynasty, I guess expectations weren't too high this year. You see Oklahoma, OU, still undefeated. They've got a rivalry game with Nebraska. USF, this another year where the Super 3 conference system is getting broken by standard 7 teams getting in. And USF, though, offensively, one of the best in the country, led by Joe Dixon, which is the QB that played here our second year. And then we redshirted him while the seniors, we had 3 seniors, so we redshirted Dixon, just letting 3 seniors play. And Dixon left, so look what he's doing now. And USF is just putting on points. Michigan State a legit win. Then they put 52 on Virginia. ODU, Old Dominion, gets flattened. 52 on Florida Atlantic. NC State, whose defense is supposed to be, better than average, gives up 35, and the defense actually is dominant in that one. Georgia Tech, who's not terrible, putting 45 on Wake, 38. That was a close one with FIU, closer than it probably should have been, and then they get back to their steamroller ways against Boise. But yeah, keep an eye on USF. Navy just won against Army, so they're creeping up this a little bit further. If they win a conference championship game, look for Navy to possibly jump USF. App State, who's definitely in that same boat as Navy, same conference, same division as Navy. Interesting things lie ahead for them. App State got Ohio State. They may not be in the top 5 after this week just from that. TCU, the team we played to start the season, has had a heck of a run. They're 5 now. Big one against Baylor, though. Indiana, cold and steady. I mean, they're, since Coach Dickey was there, they've been hanging around the top 10 every year. And this team's not the best talent-wise, but they're still winning games, and they've been spoiler a bit in their MAC conference with Navy, App State, Michigan, Army, all of them trying to get it done. As you see, Michigan fell from the number 1 spot, losing to Minnesota. And now they have national champs Illini to contend with this week. Army has 14 BC, number 14 BC. Boston College is having a heck of a good year too in the MAC. Texas is up to 9th, even though they have 3 losses, I'm sorry. Oregon's still having a nice season. They're maybe outside hopes for Natty still. Oregon in the same conference as Oklahoma, so somewhere that's going to cross paths, I have to think or believe. Pretty sure. There's LSU coming off a bye. There's us moving up 3, staying right there on LSU's coattails. We got South Bama coming up. Arizona and Oregon's going to be a good one. Boston College, Army. Florida's on bye. A&M's got La Tech. Mentioned La Tech having a little more pep in their step, possibly. Clemson lost to Florida State last week. They're trying to rebound against Miami, who's fallen so hard from early season rankings. Mississippi State just keeps playing consistently there. Probably one of the surprises of the Super 3 being a 5-star prestige. And part of our Maroon division here with us. Florida State was in it. Bama's currently in it. Texas A&M, it's just the Maroon division. It is what it is. A lot of maroon wearing teams. And Ohio State that just lost to BC, falling hard. Florida State, as we mentioned, got that win over Clemson. Va Tech's going against Navy. Va Tech, the highest rated 5-4 team in the country, that's for sure.
On the day of April.
Ball State coming up from the Big 16 conference. Got a win against Cincy, and they might be getting promoted. They're playing to try and get back to Super 3 play. Baylor has an outside chance of winning their conference and getting promoted. Minnesota's hanging on after that big win against Michigan. They get back into the rankings, and South Carolina is just barely ranked still after losing to Florida, dropping 14 spots. They were probably overrated at 5-3, being number 11. So maybe just a balancing, returning, regressing to the mean. I don't know, but Mississippi State lies ahead as they play the conference game. So there you see the top 25. I don't know if I have anything going on with. I do need to do some recruiting real quick. I don't think I've recruited on stream the last couple of times I played, so might be nice or helpful to show you where we're at. Let's look at the ready for visits real quick. See if we can't get people moving somewhere. Definitely want to schedule Corey Hicks. I think we were trying to slow play it, but it's not logical to wait till then just for a 50 complimentary visit, because we can get a bunch of bonuses for offensive line, like running and passing yards. So easy money here with a conference opponent too. Maybe that'll give us an extra little boost as well. So let's schedule him now. See our boy Corey Hicks.
Cherry picking fully.
Corey Hicks was a guy we kind of found. We'll go through each position and talk a little bit about some of the things that have changed. But Corey Hicks has been one of those last minute finds that really would be helpful if we can bring him in, maybe move him to guard possibly and start him immediately next year. I think he is a JUCO.
Yeah.
No chance to bring Joey Ellison in this week, but Joey Ellison really is
Harry. Fall all over me.
Just here for complimentary visits. I don't think we've given him any points all season. We added him just a couple days ago, or we took him off, and then a week or two ago just added him again. And so now I don't know that it matters, one or the other. So there's that. So let's go. QB, we've got Jermaine Washington. I'm not sure where we kind of landed on this guy possibly being converted to a running back. We haven't scouted him. I guess we should do that before we give him any more points. Yeah, so, I mean, he's a pretty solid athlete. Break tackling, elusiveness, spin move, juke move, all that made me think maybe he's a better running back, because he's definitely not taking the job from Joe Cox. And right now with 83 power, 80 accuracy, he wouldn't take the position from even our second and third dude. So, is he worth this many points? We're slowly going up. If we offered him a scholarship, we'd probably jump up. We might as well do that. Not a bad thing to have a pretty good backup quarterback, and then I think honestly running back, I think converting him to running back, because we've got 3 solid QBs right now. All of them are freshmen. One's a freshman redshirt, and then another guy's redshirting right. So I mean, we've got, with counting Jaron in there, Jaron Roulette, keeping him as a quarterback, we've got so many. So this guy's really good, and he's coming here based on the way the numbers are now. I should give him a couple more points. Give him that Scully offer. See, we have no running backs currently recruited. We have a guy redshirting right now that's going to be the guy after McKinley leaves, or he'll be splitting carries with McKinley next year probably. Terry Joseph's a big dude. We thought might better play tight end. We're really desperate for a tight end, and if I could get a 92 speed tight end, but this guy can't catch, so it's, I mean, 58 catching isn't going to help much. He's just kind of a homer. He's coming along, so if we got some extra points, you know, signing week, throw it at him. But we've also already got one pretty solid wide receiver. This dude's JUCO, so probably redshirt him maybe next year. But his route running, I don't know if I've ever had a dude 89 and also this fast. And so that's a nice add. We've got an athlete or two that might probably is most likely a wide receiver. Carl Harris is the best tight end that we could find at this point, and we're slowly inching our way up. We're hoping this visit versus Marshall's is good. I don't think that's a bye week, so he doesn't get any bonus points or anything. And if we make any decisions to remove some people off our recruiting board, we'll probably go tight end again, trying to find a hidden gem. We're running out of people to possibly even scout at this point. Lee Smiley, I don't know what happened last week. We almost took this guy off the board, but we kept with it. And as far as I can tell, the scholarship offered and the visit scheduled, our boy is looking good right now. That's a surprise, actually. We thought we might have to take him off there. So we've got possibly a pretty good tackle. I don't think he's a JUCO either. No, true freshman. So, and Gerald Graham, it's a little bit of a hidden gem. Slowly going up, not much with him. Putting the full 700 on him is a little dicey. I might be wasting it. The thing about him, so we just recently got him on our list, so climbing back up. Full schedule of visits, that's fucked. I think we should take the points off of him now, because we can't get a visit. If we can't get a visit, right? There's no chance. So I need to just probably let this thing go and then lock. Take all the points off, let it go to lock, unlock. Hopefully Jasper Brown's, I don't know if Jasper Brown's signing, he might be another waste of 700. We do have a JUCO, Mike Brown, who redshirt him next year. He might be able to start his redshirt senior year. The way this team is right now, and the senior that's playing guard being an 80, it's anybody next year would probably be an upgrade, but we don't necessarily want to start Mike Brown if we'd like to hopefully have a better option. Even Jasper Bowen, but this big boy 344 has not responded really as well as we'd like. We're not far off the pace. They just had that visit, so if we go up next week, I'm afraid BYU's just all of a sudden put themselves right in the driving seat. I don't know what's going on there, but is he local? Take my face off. Kinda. Proximity to home's a little bit of a, I mean, that's definitely closer to BYU, and so that might sway things. We're hoping playstyle means more to him. Chris Pryor, another JUCO. This fella, not great, but we gave him a scholarship offer. He's slowly trending this way. Nice depth. But then, yeah, the most surprising best find recently has been this fella, Corey Hicks. And the fact that he probably can go right away if we need to play him next year. And there's a chance that we could move him or our current center, Rich Walski, to guard. And there's Ernest Ball here, who isn't too bad pass blocking. Run block's a little weak. He doesn't need to play right away because Rich Walski's only a freshman and Hicks will be here next year. And we've got another backup that's not terrible. So, chance to develop him and move him to another position or play center once all of our current guys are graduated away. So Joe Russell is a dude that just no one seems to want, and so we're going up quite a few points each week. Still just trying to get it locked. I'll give him 20 more. I need to get a visit scheduled, so we'll go ahead and give him the full 200. Engel was a homer that wanted to come here. We finally scouted him and saw that he was 4 overall better, so he's a 68 to 72. Threw him a scholarship, came right away. This problem, oh boy. Alright, so here's one guy to take off. This is just a mess. Absolute mess. Yeah, 70. It's like this guy's he's just here for a complimentary visit, so I certainly hope I scheduled him tomorrow, or yeah, the next coming game, because he's gonna lock. And maybe somebody gets a bonus visit, I don't know, gets a complimentary bonus for it. That's the only reason he's still on our list. Brent McKnight's going up and we're not giving him any points, so he's pretty good. I might better get it high enough by dropping all these points that I can schedule him week 15 or 16, whatever the last bye week is. He's good. I like him. No one else has scholar offer to him. This guy, everybody's catching up with us now. Shit. Not terrible, not great. Bill Moore is slow as shit. No one else really wants him. North Carolina's coming now. We don't have a scholarship offer out to him. Brandon Foster's worth throwing one too. This guy's got to come off. I think we were trying to scout him and hoping that he was good, but it's Foster and McKnight are the guys we got to go after here. Terry Washington slowly coming along, might be a guy, just nice depth. We end up getting him. Our signing week, we might better throw some points at him. And acceleration's good. His athleticism and stuff's not terrible. With agility's, but I mean, just his linebacker skills aren't great. Block shedding. Phil O'Donnell, I'm really worried that we're not going to get him, but we are in the lead. It's just Georgia Tech has a visit, and they're so close to us already. So that might not be ours. Corners, we've got a couple athletes that have committed already that are corners. But, boy, Andy Jordan here. Just a homer that's been coming along. If these guys somehow catch us, Georgia State somehow catches us, I don't know. We could offer this guy a scholar next week. James Owens, late find, not terrible, a little bit slow. Decent bench guy. Develop along, maybe his senior year. Gets on the field, but could play some special teams maybe. Tackling's not great. This guy's just rolling. We're not doing much. But Owen does have a scholarship offer. Ryan Johnson. We're on top of that thing for now, but they've got visits. And I don't know. This would be a big one to get him the secondary going. And this guy's fast enough that he could play some corner for us too. Because safety positions are starting to fill up nicely in terms of the depth chart. It's getting tricky to get on the field at center or at safety. Kennery's a solid safety. Speed-wise, he's, I don't know, not big enough to put as a backer. Could be dangerous as a backer. Block shedding's pretty solid. That additional coverage is, I mean, his tackle and hit power and pursuit are all good enough to let him, you know, let him roll. It's just the speed. You're not quite big enough to be a backer, but I mean, he might have to be. I don't know if we can fucking take him to the buffet a little bit. And now here's where a lot of the damage has been. Our best signees, Torres is a corner. Pretty fast one. Play recognition is pretty good, so hopefully he's not terrible at helping with the run, despite his tackling being a little shit. Good elusiveness too. I don't know if we can get him on some kick returns. His catching's not super. His carrying is pretty solid. Corey Terrell, another defensive secondary, probably corner over safety at 94 man coverage. Oof. We need that. Tony Snyder, I'm pretty sure is a receiver, 81 catching. So we've got him and the JUCO guy that's coming in. This fella's a big boy. 6'5", 223. Good speed, good route running. Gonna be a tricky one. And if his blocking skills aren't too bad, this motherfucker might end up playing some tight end. We don't know. It doesn't show. But he'll be getting on the field eventually, there's no doubt. Marvin Abrams, what a nice get. I think he's a running back, stiff arm, juke move, spin move, trucking. Carrying's not probably that great, but spectacular catch. His zone coverage, man coverage, I don't know. This guy actually might be a corner too. 5'9", 200. Probably do whatever he wants. Pursuit and play recognition. I mean, that shit's so high that it's almost like he's gotta play defense. But he's not super fast for a cornerback. And then Jonathan Davis is kind of in that tweener spot too. He's like maybe a safety. Just a good player. Special team is going to be freaking loaded with all these dudes. Marcus Gary, currently in a position to land him. Nice receiver, not super, speed, but solid catching. Another big boy. Some big, tall receivers happening here. Maurice McCullough. It's another one of these athletes. He's 5 better than what his initial overall rating was, and so it's Wyoming running away with this a little bit. I might take a couple points off of this fella. McCullough. No, McCullough's not as good. But Gary's a position that we don't need quite as much as this guy. I don't know. His tackle and hit power is high enough. He could probably be a safety. Coverage and everything is good enough. He's big enough, he could probably play a little outside backer if he was stronger. Strength being a 60 is not going to get it, so probably not an option. But there it is. In painstaking detail. And let's just, before we go out of here off the recruiting board, let's look for largest deficits, and if there's anybody we need to just pitch off of here. We just took all the points off this guy because we don't have a visit scheduled, so probably could take him off of this next week. I don't know, I want to lock it. That's the only reason he's still on there, is try to possibly unlock. Carl Anderson is going away really fast and he's not any good, so take him off. Going up, we gave Washington a little bit more points, so should be good there. Foster's a guy we want to give some points to once we start to get some extra. Same with McCullough. Bowen's already taxed. If we can get Bowen to sign, or one of these dudes to sign, Smiley, get them off the books here. He's able to turn our attention to other guys. We're kind of running after a big name recruits. Joe Russell's still here. And we gave him max points. I don't know that we need to do that. Is there anybody up here take points off of? Tackle is such a big need right now that probably gotta go that way. Take more off this dude because D-tackle, this guy's worth more. This guy's worth giving all of our points to. So we just hope that he that he comes here. I got a visit scheduled yet. It's probably enough fiddling with it. Just trying to pinch points wherever I could to get him up to 700. And we can take a couple more off Joe Russell. We need to get them scheduled for visits though, or it's going to be done. We need to get him and this guy visiting on the same day. Same game would be perfect. Alright. Got 3 spots, so what's out there? You have 3 spots. We took this dude off the list because it looked like Solito was going to get him. We didn't give him any points. It seemed like it was... So I guess we can put him back on. I mean, he's really good. If we don't give him points though soon, it doesn't matter. It's just not going to be around. So... tight ends or D tackles. Trying to find hidden gem. think it's going to be Steve Ramsey. Just don't think it's going to be Steve Ramsey. Pete Patton? See if he's got offers from no offers. So San Jose State's got an offer on that one. Pete Patton. That's really the last fucking tight end, pretty much. Terrence Brown. Dan McCollum. Georgia boy and an Ohio kid. Like, let's see. No offers. No offers. I don't know. I feel like any of those are lucky ones. You think any of those are hidden gems? We've already recruited and scouted Denman. He's not terrible if we have to just take a dude. Hakeem Tyler, 6'6", 242 with some speed. He's got offers, so he's 98% locked, so it doesn't matter. For Werda, I don't think you could jump up from that low. I think, is it possible that you could be like 51 and then you jump up to a 70 or something? Is that possible? This fella's lock is a little bit lower and his stats are a little bit higher for the strength numbers. I'm gonna take a chance. I mean, he's so far locked that being able to get him is probably not likely. Got that fella. Yo, phenomenal. What's up, bud? What is up? One more Hail Mary for a possible guard under the radar. Joe Edwards, undersized. Roshan Rivas, Louisiana guy. A little undersized as well. Give it a shot. It's 264, too small. He's got decent strength numbers, so I don't know. He's probably alright. Let's we see something else better right now, real quick. Kimbrough, I feel like we've seen around a couple times. It's a little bit lower. Bigger boy. Chris Madison's rating is a little lower to start with. Let's stay with what we got for now. And let's try to find some. Well, I guess we'll turn the music off because we're about to play this fucking game. So, perfect. As the song ends, there will be game sounds, and we should win this game handily. We should win this game. You want to bet? We'll reset the bet. No one took it earlier, so. Okay. You want to bet on. Hey, that's too far. Yo, Old Sloth, hello. Good morning. Happy Saturday. How are we doing? Just popped in here for a late night football game. I had streamed some wrestling earlier, and then I was messing around with it off stream for a bit. And I wasn't feeling sleepy. Not quite sleepy yet. Now I'm feeling sleepy. I think it's this music, so we're going to turn the music off as the game sounds start. I'll deal with that later. See, South Bama's offense is not really getting it done. Defense isn't too bad, especially holding up well against the pass. And our defense has gotten so much better than last year. The offense starting to figure itself out. Thankfully, today's betting works without glitches, so sleepless night then. And I'm not entirely sleepless. I'll probably end up, it's like kind of rainy and stuff. I'll probably end up sleeping in the morning a bit. But yeah, I'm glad that you were able to wager some channel points. See, we've got some visiting prospects. Maurice McCullough, Corey Hicks, JUCO center, who could be a big contribution, could be part of our starting line next year. Bill Moore, who he's here. If he wants to come to school here for free, we might allow him. Rivero, our stud wide receiver. DeMarco Williams, the anchor on the offensive line. And redshirt senior safety Patrick Murphy. Your top players, and South Alabama's impact players. A couple D tackles could be a challenge to run on. They're missing their starting center with a broken collarbone. Always consider rainy days as the best for sleep. Sound of raindrops. Oh yeah, and the changing of the temperature too. Like it's been kind of warm for autumn, and now it's cooling down. It's real nice. Kind of chilly, so get the extra blanket on the bed once this is over. Cheers and chongs as usual. Load this thing up before this game. And it's senior night here at Malone Stadium. This will be the last home game. Schultz, at least. A couple in the Davis cornerbacks are both seniors, and one other cornerback, I believe. Safety.
The Warhawks are lined up for the kickoff.
A couple of players that play in their last games here, I guess. They're gonna run that one out. It's a decent start. 31 yards for Austin Weber. And so begins the next chapter of South Alabama and Louisiana Monroe. These two teams were Sun Belt foes prior to this season. Now they're playing in the Super 3. If South Bama, I think, can stay, I think they already have earned their, they got a good enough record that it's guaranteed they'll be in the Super 3 again next year. They're going to have a hard time if they try to run it too much like that. South Bama does like to go up tempo, and here we are already. Just like usual, across the middle, getting us right up the middle like usual.
Check three, check three, check three. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Reed, the freshman corner, can't get him right away, but able to get him with just a 3-yard gain. One of those is going to get picked. It's going to get housed. Promise it. Another big gain across the middle. Kyle Kidd this time.
First down.
On the ball, on the ball, on the ball.
Stuck in this fucking dime package and they're not letting me substitute.
That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, he's hurt. Can't take too many shots like that from old T-Bone. Got T-Boned, baby. You've been T-boned. Oh my god, my two linebackers were like making out instead of defending.
Gain of 11 on the play. First down.
South Alabama bringing it to us. Defense is not ready for this.
That is a loss of 2 yards.
Temple, one of the seniors,
Second and 12.
playing his last game, making a tackle for loss. Watch for some option, Coach Stradamus says. We were in a good position to stop him, but gets 9.
Third down.
Actually, QB sneak or QB ring on this pass. There it is. Hold it, and I fucking can't turn into the right defender. I'm diving with the safety out there. Easy first down. Easy.
Makes it first and goal.
Fucking knew what was going on. I called it. Watch for him run. And it was a pass play. Just tell you he was going to run. And they just run right into the defense. Nathan Baker loses 2.
That's a loss of 2 yards on the play. That brings up second.
Chad Manson making his appearance known. Defensive end couldn't stop him. Needed some help from his buddies. And the running back's out with a bruised shoulder. Banged him up pretty good. Oh shit. I again turn to the wrong defender and start making a hit stick. My dude falls down. But the DN, they're usually not giving it to us when our guys are laying down. They act like they don't exist. But that time, the game is telling us it's playing fair, maybe. I don't know. Mississippi State getting thumped by South Carolina. I missed that tackle entirely. Could have stopped him, probably held him to a field goal. 5 of 5 for the Southern Alabama quarterback, and they look good going down the field with no problem here. In enemy territory with the senior night festivities on display in Louisiana Monroe.
The Jaguars are lined
Turn
up
on
for the kickoff.
offense down.
Number 32, deep to return.
Let's try to get it even back up. This Darryl just not really able to get it going. And the offense is out. Problem had over 100 last week. App State beats Ohio State to stay rolling. So does Navy. Keeps their top 5 spots secured. Rivera running that comebacker.
That makes it first and 10.
And Warhawks can go up tempo too. They're going to run it. Hurry up. Problem spins back towards the middle for an extra yard or 2. Takes 6 yards every time. Look out. There's a nice run up the middle for 8. And the first down. Problem already over 1,000 for the season. Another nice season as he's graduating and hopefully moving on to the NFL. But he's been an overachiever, no doubt, during his time here.
Man left, man left. Four down, four down. Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike, 54. Mike, here we go. 98 Weasel. 98 Weasel.
And Henry Hall can't hold on. He drops the first down.
Hall, the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got tight left, tight left. Four down, four down. Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike, 54. Ready. Round 50. Round 50.
Oh wow, problem bouncing off people. Only gets 3.
Gain of 3 on the play.
That could have been
That
worse.
makes it 3rd and 7.
Now they're kicking the ball around. Just being disrespectful at that point. Referee's not gonna like that. 3rd and 7. A dropped first down by Hall, now looking huge. Oh my, and it's a fumble too. Oh shit, scoop 6. Anybody? Anybody? Fuck. Maybe he's not down. I'm hoping review that. Maybe he's not down. Maybe he is down, I'm saying. Quick turn of events there, and there's no review. That ball was out. No review.
The extra point attempt is good.
2-touchdown game all of a sudden, so.
Number 32, back deep to return.
It's gotta fucking knee it, down it, not take it out one of these times. It's not helping. And so a fumble gives South Alabama a quick, easy touchdown. And it's 2 scores.
That's good for a gain of 4 yards. That makes it 2nd and 6.
Man left, man left. Four down, four down. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Ready. Green 95.
And there's a nice running lane for Problem to get 7.
With the run,
First down again.
6 yards. First down.
We got tight left, tight left. Four down, four down. Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike, 54. Here we go. 98 Weasel.
Oof, just barely gets that one to Sod Ferris before he's out of bounds. A nice 11-yard gain.
That makes it 1st and 10.
Standing his ground in there, just throwing it at the last possible second.
Tight end left, tight end left. Four down, four down. Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike, 54. Mike, ready. 280. 280.
guard bounces into me as I'm trying to get some running room.
Call it a gain of 2 yards. That makes it second and 8.
Tackle somebody from pulling on the right side.
Coming tight, double tight. Coming tight. Four down, four down. Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike. Red, 18.
McKinley gets nothing, maybe a yard.
Gain of 1 on the play.
3rd and long. Defense is showing up here for South Alabama. Giving us some trouble.
Man left, man left. Four down, four down. Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike, 54. Mike, ready. Green 95. Green 95. Easy, 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 easy. Omaha. Check three, check three.
And Ferris comes open. He's starting to heat up now. It's quiet on that first possession, but now he's got a couple of catches. Improvising well there with Joe Cox going up the field a little bit further. So running that a little more angular or flatter. And it's just a go for Ferris. No one's there. Give me that again. Give me that all day. Oh, I got it loaded up over there. Over the shoulder, Cox with the perfect ball. The lefty touch, better than I could even, like I wasn't even trying to throw it over his left shoulder like that. I was trying to make him come back for it. And Joe Cox just gives him a perfect over the shoulder where the defender has no chance. And that's Henry, backup tight end, making a nice catch.
The Warhawks are lined up for the kickoff. Kidd sets a return.
Oh my God, I thought I was going to stop a big run by putting my dude back there. And thankfully, our boy Ouellette never giving up on a play. Flipping. Oh, yeah, baby. Nice timing. Trey Mills gonna bring that one way back.
Still first down.
Take it. We'll take it. South Bama can't have all the luck today as they had that scoop 6 for an easy touchdown as they jumped out to an early 2-touchdown lead, but Louisiana Monroe staying calm here, trying to get things back to level. And Davis just gets blasted there. Kyle Kidd,
Gain of 6 yards.
most rudely.
That'll make it 2nd and 4.
On the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball.
Ran right by him, dude. Our defense is in position. They're just not making tackles.
That makes it 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Hustle up, hustle up. Hustle up, D. Watch the pass. Check three. Go. Check 99. Hey, check 99.
Oh, and that one's gonna come back. That one's gonna come back. Temple can't run it all the way back, but that one's gonna get called back. He was down. He was down, pretty sure.
The previous play is under review.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Yeah, buddy.
After review of the
I
play,
just know to not even get excited anymore, you can tell. So TCU on the ticker throttling Baylor. Welcome to the Super 3 next year, TCU. App State winning over Ohio State. Oh, he drops it. Defender was burnt. Going across the middle just like always. These motherfuckers go across the middle so much that I end up running a quarter 3 deep, but it be like that, dude. It fucking be like that because nobody wants to fucking play defense across the middle unless I put 3 people in there.
That's good for a gain of 1 yard. Third down.
Our team's built for this shit. The way our personnel winds up with these safeties.
Check 15. Check 15. Check 15. Check 15.
Questero! Just timed that, looked right into his hands. All right. Defense giving us a chance.
Four down. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Down. Kill. White 9. Check 15.
Oh boy, I didn't know those guys were going to come with him. And Problem plucks it out of the air. This guy's only supposed to be like a 62 catch rating, but maybe a spectacular catch rating, catching traffic, it gave him a little bonus or something there because that one should not, in most circumstances, have been caught. I was afraid of it being picked. It's becoming foggy here on Saturday night in Monroe. South Bama leading for now.
Roger. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 50. Easy. Run in. Check 15.
Oh my god, I knew it. That dude fucking had to make a good jump and play on that. And my dude, are you kidding? Are you fucking kidding? 2 defensive scores. Dude. Whatever, dude. God damn. Yo, Saad. Just woke up. Try to get back to sleep. Just saying hi. I appreciate it, man. We are getting fucked. This game is screwing us right now. I don't even know. That play right there, like I could see it a mile away coming. And I threw it purposely, like directing it towards the sideline.
The extra point attempt is good.
I waited too long to even throw it to that receiver because he ran a comeback route. But then the other guy I was trying to throw it deep to got Baker's fast. He's one of our fastest dudes, but he is not great at getting off the line. It's release. Request Darryl, though, one of his better returns after he got an interception earlier. So, still lots of time early in the second. Already given up 21 points. Two of them, though, their defense took from us. Seal that dude. Somehow seal that guy, and I can get to the outside, but should have ran up inside, maybe? I don't know. They're making us throw it.
Man left, man left. Four down, four down. Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Check, Delta. Check 15, Delta. Check 15.
Ah, they're getting in fast. As quick as you gave them up, you can always get them back. Yeah, that's the hope. Hoping. Our defense has got a pick, and then they fumbled it once, but it got overturned. I can just tell the way the game's playing right now. Like, it wants to give me some credit later. So it's fucking me. It's a little bit of fucking me. Oh, please. Oh, please. I wasn't sure if it was going to be in bounds. Hurry up. No challenge, that shit. No challenge. You've already called one coach's challenge. You can't call another one right now. You can't call another one. Fred Wright gets 0. Plenty of time here. I don't know why I'm hustling it up and trying to run no huddle. Unnecessary.
Ready? Green 88. Green 88. Motion.
4 yards, ain't bad. We'll take it. Gotta be patient. Go back to the way we started when we were just taking a run here. 8, 5, 4, 8, whatever. Just keep pounding them up the middle. 3rd and 6, though. I have to pass. The no huddle made sense there. Yeah, I was trying to be sneaky, so that one made sense. Wow, I thought that defender backpedaling along the sideline was going to do some kind of bullshit to me.
That makes it 1st and 10.
Score a touchdown here and just keep them from scoring. We'll get the ball at half. Be a chance to tie it back up. And Joe Cox is going to take one himself. Big run for the big boy. Rivera with another one of his patented comebackers. The thing that he's so good about the comeback routes is what he's able to get after. Most of the guys I've had would, catch that and just basically be down for 9 yards. He ends up turning it upfield and breaking it for another 8 or 9. Maybe left, and then he goes back to the right.
On the carry.
While I'm looking for some
Good for a gain of 2 yards.
daylight there, not finding much.
That brings up 2nd and goal.
Get nasty with it. Go right here.
He's not gonna get me.
They are loaded up on that side.
Easy, easy. Eagle! Eagle! Run in! Green 88!
And there's plenty of room there. Problem gets in. Easy. Second touchdown. No, that's not true. Did not get the first one.
The kick is good.
Did he? Did we run in the first time? I thought I passed the first touchdown. I might be, I don't know. My brain is not good. Memory is very bad. But almost back to level.
Deep to return.
Need a defensive stop. We can do it fast. We might even better score before halftime. Get it back. We can go tied at the half. Would be nice.
The kickoff is down for a touchback.
USF winning again, 56 points. You heard the footsteps coming. Drops that.
Receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
We sell out to the pass. We have a fucking quarters, 3-man deep, and you still are getting slashed open on pass plays.
36.
Get their defense. Somebody put some pressure on it.
The pass falls incomplete. Seals the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Jesus. It's fucking like a bomb went off on that side of the field. There's nobody.
Temple brings him down.
Nathan Baker,
Call it a gain of 45 yards.
Let's go.
That makes it 1st and 10.
45. Good lord.
He's checking. 36.
Reynolds is there to kindly greet him. Watch for draw again. He's still with us knowing what's coming. Gets 4.
That makes it 37.
One. First down. I thought that shit was going to be stopped.
With the tackle at the 10-yard line.
Is Questero Kills player? I think so. Yeah, that's how long it's been since I fucking had this Dynasty going and took a break from it for 8 months. But I think he's still a sophomore, or he's a junior, so I think he's got one more year. There you go, defensive line finally making a play. Hold them to a field goal. Let's get the ball back and score before the half. I'll be more than pleased. If they want to go for it on 4th down or something, we messed their life up a bit. So we ain't going to make it easy for them. Sweet. My dude's right there on his ass, but it didn't let me tackle him. I don't know what I have to do. I don't know what I gotta do. I go for the field goal and take the sure points. South Bama's leads, shrinking, disappearing, drizzling them away here. If we can get another score, going to halftime, just down by 3. Goal line defense coming up huge. They came to life for sure. It seemed like they hadn't done much, and then all of a sudden they getting in the backfield and making some nice plays.
Number 32 with the return. Kickoff return.
2 turnovers are the difference. Both of them immediately turning into points as the defense takes a scoop and 6 and a pick 6 straight to the house. So definitely don't want to give them any time. So this drive needs to consume a little bit of clock. Yo, striving skate. Hello. Good morning. Oh boy. A little dicey. Rivero, come on though. You get that on your hand. Get your hands on it. I'm counting you. Counting it on being caught.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Doing pretty well. Up late here. Streamed some wrestling stuff earlier and hadn't played a game for a bit, so felt the urge. Wasn't tired. I've been kind of napping earlier, so we here, man. How you doing? Favorite NCAA team is probably Ohio State because I went to school there. Come back to it. It's that thing on the sideline. The defender doesn't make a play on it. Rivero gets a nice game. K-State, Ohio State, Florida Gators, Auburn, Texas, and Nevada fan. Nice. Yeah, Buckeyes are... I'm not sure what's up with the team this year. There's still a chance to get in the playoff, I'm sure, if we win out. Not sure how good Penn State is. I feel like we could beat them in Michigan pretty easy. Alright, what am I doing with this play? Pass went towards the right, probably. Or go back to the left. That's a dangerous play. Paul just running away from it instead of trying to come back and fight for it.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
So that was a little bit unnecessarily risky. Get Ferris across the middle here. Just need to drag that defender away. There you go, baby. Middle of the field clears up and just gotta throw it a little bit away from that sideline. Up the field, get that first down and out. Try to be a little sneaky with the clock. I don't want them to have a chance to score again. Heavy Louie.
Let's go! Black 90! Black 90!
No problem. Stays on his feet. What a run, baby. Nice run to the outside. So much for trying to kill some clock. It went out of bounds too, so it started running again. I think it was just stopped because of the first down. If I can make this take 3 plays, that'll give them only a minute or so to score. It's like fucking run a QB sneak. We know that won't get in the end zone.
Two times! Go down! Go down! Hey, watch that! Check Mike 54!
Jesus, they want to give us a touchdown on a fucking QB sneak from 6 yards out. I'm just trying to kill clock here. We got 2 yards to go. Really like to take it down to 1 minute.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all ready. You're all red, 18. Red.
Well, you can only hold them off from scoring for so long. Sod Ferris coaches a touchdown run. Now just 3 points after giving up a fumble recovery and a pick 6 for 2 touchdowns. Duke giving Florida State some trouble. Might knock Florida State out of the top 25.
Rebel leave to return.
Minute 34 with all their timeouts. Time's not really too much of an issue, but they're not going to be able to run the ball.
The kickoff is down for a touchback.
We know that. At least not right now until they get past midfield. Oh, what the fuck just happened there? What was that? What was that? What the fuck just happened? Is that a pick? Was that? It had to have been a fumble. Ball's just laying there on the field. I don't know what. It didn't seem like the guy caught it. The game just wants to glitch me one back. What was that? What was that? I don't clearly know. Booth review, I mean, yeah, they'll take it back.
Play is under review.
Because it doesn't make any sense. Oh, they're going to challenge whether he caught it before it hit the ground, and this game does not usually do well with these. I have no idea if it's going to make the call correctly.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Oh! If you bet on 3 defensive touchdowns in this game, that prop bet's cashing in. T-Bone just comes out of nowhere, possibly making the play of the game. I didn't realize I was going for 2 here. Oopsies. Whoopsie. Here we go. Turn it up, Schultz. Shit. why I went for 2. I just didn't know what I was doing, and I guess I could have taken a timeout, delay a game, kick the extra point still, but that seemed like it was good. It just couldn't get Big Boy, the big wide load, to turn it upfield.
Set to return.
This momentum was going towards the sidelines, and defender puts his shoulder pad on him before he can do it. But now we're back in the lead all of a sudden. This game has been pretty wild with the defensive touchdowns. And I'm not complaining about that last one. I said it, like, the game stores credit. Like, when it screws you, it's like, all right, yeah, we got one. We got one for you.
Check three, check three, check three.
Sometimes you have to punt or do something to get it to cash in, but the game will usually give it. Fuck, how did I go the wrong way?
Number 69.
Every time I try to make a tackle and I push the button to like, tackle assist, and he does that.
Check nine, check nine. Check, check, check. Check nine. Down. Check that ball. Watch the motion.
Bone is supposed to be spying. There you go. Come on. Make them use their timeouts at least. Let's get this. Really not excited about them tying it because I missed that extra point. Take these small little gains that are keeping the clock running. Keeping the clock running. Bone keeps them from getting the first. We'll call timeout. There you go. 54 seconds with 2 timeouts. I think we can get a field goal. At least. Depending on how this return goes, we might get more. Give me some blocks. Give me some blocks. All right, not bad. 34 yard line or so.
16 yards.
$45 seconds. Plenty of time. Only really need 2 passes to get field goal range.
4 down, 4 down. Hey, watch number 5, watch number 5. Ready? Black 90. Black 90.
He ran right into the fucking sack.
Loss of 12 yards on the play.
No time to sit around, dude.
Make it second and long.
4 down, 4 down. Hey, watch Sam, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go!
Don't pick. Don't throw a pick. All right, we might just want to run the ball this down.
That'll bring up third and
And
long.
no chance of us getting a first down, is there?
Roger, Roger. Hey, watch Sam, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Check, check, Delta. Check, check, Delta. Check.
Oh Lord, that
Pass incomplete. Number 38, the intended receiver on the play.
receiver, yeah. Problem was running a
Makes it
deep.
fourth and long.
He got open. We could have got that thing to him. Shit. Now they have a chance to do something. Let's just try to make this punt take a long time. Get straight out of bounds with it, I guess. More interested in them not getting good field position. Can just run away from the ball carrier, dude. What's this shit? What is this shit? Perfect. Let the clock run out. There you go. That was the plan all along. And halftime couldn't come at a better time. That was a long first half. Agreed? We need to run the ball and speed this shit up now that we've got the lead and we're back in control. If I score to start the second half up 10, coast, baby. If that drive takes a nice long time, everything's good. Everything is right where it needs to be. Defense just getting scorched, though, by South Alabama. Doesn't give me a whole lot of faith. We've got regular Bama coming up next game. Which, if it's raining and crappy outside tomorrow, then might get a little stream in early during the day. Let's see. The ULM hat, yeah, I'm not sure. I got this 2 streams. I think I got it last Saturday because I have gone 3-0 with it. This will be 4-0 if we win this one. And it seems likely that we're going to be here for at least another season at least. We're not going to get our natty this year, I'm sure. But knowing that if we win a natty, we might leave here, I'm not sure what to do. Like, if I should stay here for the rest of my dynasty and try to see how many we can win. Little old Louisiana Monroe. Or I should try to go and, I guess, I've been wanting to do like a 1-year dynasty. Like, I just got to keep picking schools every year, a different school, but each year trying to win. So I got to be somewhat selective about what team I take, have a chance to win. And then I can maybe let the computer do recruiting too and just let it trash some of these schools. But we love it down here in Louisiana Monroe, and I feel like I've become somewhat knowledgeable of actual things related to this area. Just out of curiosity, looking up stuff like what was Louisiana Monroe like, you know, what their uniforms look like back when they weren't Louisiana Monroe, when they were like northeastern Louisiana, or I think they were even something else before that. Would say if you win, stay until you lose, and then move on. That's how I used to do it. Have at least one year of defending the championship. There's still a wild outside chance of us getting in if you see across the bottom of the screen that LSU loses. They've got Mississippi, I think that's who they're playing this week. So if that somehow goes our way, interesting stuff's going to happen. I see Army's losing to Boston College. Texas is tied up with Utah State. Like, a lot of that stuff would let us jump up into the top 10. Clemson's losing. That's the beauty of the Super 3, because the conferences are so competitive, and then like conference championship weeks, another like brutal gauntlet to clear. It's really still possible that everything could change, except Navy. I think Navy's the one constant. They should have gotten in last year, probably. Said Army did, and of course the year before that, Navy played Mississippi State and won. Cheers and chongs to you. Happy weekend. Here we are.
The Jaguars are lined up for the kickoff. Number 32 back to return. Number 32 with the return. Kickoff return 16 yards.
Should probably stop returning every kick. Like, there's just some kicks that shouldn't be returned. Here we are, second half. Chance for us to get firmly in control. No problem. Go straight ahead for 7. Kind of how this game started.
That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Nothing fancy. Straight up, head to head, and dominating because our team is superior on paper. You can see it looking at our offensive line. These dudes are pushing them around. Joe Cox keeping it himself. Gonna lose a yard.
Tackles him for a loss. That is a loss of 1 yard. That'll bring up 3rd and 4.
So 3rd and 4. I'm gonna try to run it. 2 run plays to get 4 yards.
Double tight, double tight. 4 down, 4 down. Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Set. Green 88.
I don't know about this run play though.
Green 88.
All right. Henry gets out ahead, makes a nice block.
Once with the tackle. Call it a gain of 7 yards. First down.
Here we go. Get this touchdown, get up by 10. And then, I mean, it's just a matter of shortening the game. If we score one more touchdown, I just don't think mathematically there's enough time for them to get 3 scores, let alone our defense stopping them or our offense maybe scoring more than just one more time. Oh shit. Oh shit, Baker! I let that thing go and I'm like, man, I don't know. Like, Cox does not have quite the arm to get that over and out, like towards the sidelines and send him possibly into the end zone. And just lucky Baker comes back to it. Hawks it. Big pass there.
Double tight. 4 down, 4 down. Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike. Ready. Set. Delta. Delta. Motion, motion. Delta.
Problem finding a lot of room to go on that left side.
That's a gain of 9 on the play.
71 yards now in the game. Watch for zone blitz.
4 down, 4 down. Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Red 18. Easy, easy. Check.
I want it. The running has been working, so just get that extra yard. First down.
That makes it 1st and 10.
And then let's grind a bit. Wait, there ain't no way they can guard Baker like that.
Easy. Eagle.
No way they can guard Baker like that. You crazy? Entire middle of the field open there. That linebacker or DN would have sat back, whatever that guy was. There's just no way he can get there quick enough. No way. And now how things going the Warhawks' way pretty handily, the way they scored on that one. South Bama's offense has been pretty successful most of the day, but without defensive touchdowns, you have to wonder how close would they be. If they don't get some defensive touchdowns in the second half, will they be able to keep up with our offense? Because our offense was doing good before those turnovers. 2 picks of our own today. T-Bone's pick 6 being one of the finer moments. I feel like I have those like little delayed pass routes snuffed out, and then I go too early. Still delaying.
Number 69 on the tackle. That's good for a gain of 4 yards. First down.
Watch 35, watch 35. Come on, hard.
One of those is getting picked, I'm telling you. Doing that shit. That's even better though, that they get stopped inbounds, clock's still running. Was he inbounds? Maybe it was not. It's not running. We'll bottle them up for 1 yard or less. Keep hitting us with those unders, man. We're okay with that. We'll run this 3 deep quarters coverage and make you come under. And you can't run on us that easy. I mean, I think our quarters fucking defense is better on the run than the 4-4 sometimes. Damn it.
36-yard punt.
Bend that thing backwards a little bit more. I might have something there. I don't know. And if we can make this a long, time-consuming drive, go up 17, there's just not enough time in the fourth quarter for them. I don't think they'd have to score 3 times in the fourth quarter without me scoring. Just don't see it, bro. And there's Schultz getting the pass. Underrated receiver at the fullback spot, Schultz, who we missed as he graduates this year. I think Schultz was a walk-on, if I'm not mistaken. No, he was a guy who was he was a bust that we recruited, and he ended up wanting to come here, so we let him come. Offer him a scholarship at the very end after basically just gave himself to us. Oh, problem! What is going on? That's not good.
That's good for a gain of 2 yards.
Army's still losing to BC. I got a feeling that Boston College is somehow going to give that one up. What to play here? check Baker.
Set, set,
Ferris, do this. Guy came back for it. Baker almost
Ball's incomplete.
high points it.
Baker was the intended receiver on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Solid effort.
Roger, Roger. Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike. Set. Red 18. Red 18. Set, set. Scatter, scatter, scatter. 36.
I'm gonna come under that a little more.
Was the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 4th and 8.
Punt it. Try to go for it. Maybe not their wisest, safest move, but
Let's go.
it's the move.
Blue 45. Easy, 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 easy.
Baker, Ferris, Rivera want to come back. Picked. It's just so stupid how the receiver can't move. Like, he doesn't make any reaction to, like, come up and try to bat the ball away. He's just like, I'm going to stand behind this dude and, like, pretend the ball's going to still get to me. So that's not what we wanted. On the cusp of putting this thing away. Stall out that drive and end up picking it, throwing a pick. Very small punt of sorts.
Makes the tackle. Gain of 3 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 7.
35, 35, watch 35. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Herbert slides on the play.
Get that fuck. I have to basically run the same play every time with the spy coverage.
Murphy brings him down.
There's South Bama now making a charge. If they score here, this thing's a ball game
That makes
again
it
for
1st and
sure.
10.
Just giving them out that
Gain
mid
of 14
out.
yards. First down.
Nobody in that zone.
On the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball.
Nobody. Fuck, dude.
Herbert slides on the play.
Running right by me.
Gain of 8
Trying
on
to
the
use
play.
that DN. Stay home.
Bring up 2nd and 3.
On the ball, on the ball, on the ball.
How many fucking times are we missing that tackle for him to get the first?
Gain of 4 yards. First down.
Motherfuckers, we do good and almost stop them for them to do that to us.
Kill, 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 kill. Pick the edge, pick the edge. Go, go. Oh, switch, 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 switch.
Again, the same shit.
Herbert slides on the play. Gain of 13 on the play. That
I
makes
don't
it
know where my
1st and
QB
goal.
spies are, dude.
We got swung to the ball, swung to the ball.
So I didn't have one on that play.
Switch, switch, switch. Check three, check three.
What they're doing? Is it even glitching? Is it gonna fucking take a delay game here? Yep, I don't know why it's fucking doing that.
Delay of game, offense.
But thanks. I mean, that's cheap. I'm gonna decline it. I'm not gonna accept that.
That penalty is declined.
And for all we know, he was standing on the line of scrimmage yelling to the coach, "What's the play? What's the play? I need a play." That could have been legit, but nah, man, I'm not taking that shit.
Number 69 gets the tackle. Gain of 1 yard.
12 tackles for T-Bone. This game's not even 3/4 of the way over. And we tackle him into the end zone. Wayne Higgins, third string running back in. This one's a close one. Fucking interception. What's up, tight spot? What's going on, man? What are we doing? We are giving this game away here. We past late night into morning now. It's like early morning now. Be a nice day to sleep in a bit. I think it's gonna be rainy here and not much to do. But trying to continue this win streak we've had, and there's still an outside hope of conference championship. If LSU happens to lose a game, Mississippi State losing, that would be the only other team that could leapfrog us. And so, if LSU loses, it's on. Thought we had something there. Alright, we just chill. 3 points up. We score a touchdown here. It'll be into the fourth quarter by that point. And everything should just fade on out. But this one's been unnecessarily close. Our defense been not so good, and defensive touchdowns have been a big part of today. Much there, take 3.
That's a gain of 3 on the play. That'll make it 2nd and 7.
Still haven't seen that LSU score. They're holding that one off.
Man left, man left. 4 down, 4 down. Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Set. Red 18. Red.
Oh, he trucks the boy. That's all right. We'll get that first. All right, we're in the lead. We don't have to be silly. We don't have to be anxious or rushed. Just need to shorten this game. We go up by 2 possessions and just give them the least amount of time going forward to try to get those points. That is pretty much it. Fox should have stayed in bounds, but we'll take it. Another big run. Making sure he doesn't fumble it, so check out of bounds before he gets big hit on him too. Burn. Too much.
That's good for a gain of 1 yard.
Ain't much there.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Double tight, double tight.
Who would have thought Southern Alabama was going to fight us like this? Give them all the props in the world.
Green 88. Green 88. Easy, 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 easy. Set. Red 88. Red 88. Motion. Motion.
I broke that outside. There might have been more there. I don't know.
Gain of 3 on the play.
It's the end of the third quarter, though. That is for certain. And with that said, I don't think I gave you a cheers or chongs. Tight spot. Good to see you in here. Happy weekend. Drinking some real light bitch shit. I love it, though. I don't know. Something about this stuff just tastes good to me for some reason. This play clock ticks down. Little chongs action as well. I don't know if there's still some in here. Do this again. Surgery down here. Off camera, can't see. It's the one upgrade I need to make is getting like an additional camera so you can see more views other than just zoomed in on me. Chongs to you, sir. This fine greenery to you. And hopefully ULM pulling this win out. Shouldn't be this tight, but that's why a tight spot's in here. Maybe that's it.
Double tight, double tight. Four down, four down. Hey, one set, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Ready?
What was going on with that play? It's like a ghost tackled me in the backfield or knocked me off balance.
That'll make it
I have no idea what that was. So we went for it on 4th and something last time. That's what we do, man. We're in the middle of the field. Don't really fear much.
Man left, man left. Four down.
Last time we ended up throwing a pick, I think. So let's try not to do that.
Hey, one set. Ready? Check round 50. Round 50.
Ferris, right there when we need him. I was going to turn that upfield and break it, and the Jaguars mascot just crushed. Emotionally battered. Only one streaming NCAAs, yeah. There's like a morning wall, and like it'll go. I used to stream like last summer. I didn't start till 4:20. That was just my thing. I didn't have a job at the time, so it was like perfect, right? Like I watched a lot of Stoner Gamer, and about the time that he was starting to wind down, I would fire up. And then it wasn't well, there was a guy who was playing in the morning, like 7 o'clock coffee time hours. I don't forget, he was in G12 for a second. I don't know where he's at now. Forget his name, but he was like a software programmer dude from Florida or something. Can't remember his name though. Not remember his name. Full field, baby. So weird watching the left-hander deliver that, and we only get 2. It seemed like he got more than 2.
That's a gain of 2 on the play.
But yeah, there's still like this lull now. on Saturday mornings, it seems like people pick up around 10.
Let's go, let's go! Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike. Ready! 98, Weasel! Easy, 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 easy! Rich man! Easy, 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 easy! Rich man!
Oh my lord, did you see that shit? Every other quarterback I've ever had would have ate that. He would have been done. And he fucking Michael Jackson he's a turn, throw, bullet, strike to Henry Hall to move the chains. Alright. We will take it every time you want to give us that. Don't mind whatever is played, since mostly it's the style which you make comments. I appreciate that, man. Just appreciate you hanging out, watching me play a game that no one even really necessarily cares about. That's the beauty of Twitch, and starting to just enjoy conversation with certain people and watching them. Makes me feel proud to know that you're in here, whether I'm playing something that you like or not. And we try to make it exciting. I'm not meaning for this game to be so close like it is, but it's, I mean, it's close. Like, this is dramatic. This game is very close. It's not over yet either, so gotta be a little more careful. Problem says this one might be almost over. That's a big run. Hasn't gotten free, and that one, it's like he gets caught in a current. Like, the dude's just spinning and floating and flying and picking up yards, and the next thing, 2 yards out from the end zone. Just gotta get this touchdown here and take a little more time off. If they stop us, it takes us 1 or 2 tries. That's even better. Just don't fumble it, please. No fumbles.
Gain of 1 on the play. That brings up 2nd and goal.
And our thought is, if we score here, if we can take another 30 seconds or maybe even a minute off, they have to score 2 times and then in 5 minutes. And if they score once, I'm not planning on letting them have the ball back, hopefully. That's what it's supposed to end here. That's what the design is.
Larry! Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Green 95. Green 95.
Jeez, maybe I'm being stupid here. We got 2 more tries.
Gain on the play. That makes it 3rd and goal.
Senior day here.
Larry! Eat it up. Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike. Ready? Green 95. Green.
Oh, is he not in? How is he not in? How?
That's a gain of 1 on the play.
How is it not in?
Brings up 4th and goal.
How is it not in?
Larry! Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike.
Should I have kicked that field goal here? I mean, 6 points doesn't really help.
90. Black 90.
Dramatic. Senior day. Harrell. BC did hold on to beat Army. And show it again there. BC 48-42. Clemson comes back to win. I didn't see that. USF's going to the national championship. Oregon lost to Arizona. Clemson still got conference championship hopes alive. They're leading in their division, I believe. Not sure. Navy cruises. That could be a Navy USF national championship. Is that a thing? Florida State running out of time with Duke. And the Warhawks up 10, feeling more comfortable. Thinking that should be enough of a cushion, but anything can happen. Took that back for a kick return for a touchdown. It wouldn't be the craziest thing we've seen. So we just go back to our soft defense, just anticipating nothing but pass. I mean, they don't have enough time to do that. If they want to take it 5 yards at a time, they just don't have enough time. So we invite you to do that. Let's go. Lose a yard and stay in bounds. Cool. They're gonna punt. They're not even trying to go for it on fourth. What are they thinking? They've got 3 timeouts so they can maybe stop me and get the ball. I mean, what the fuck? They're conceding defeat. Probably shouldn't have returned that just to be safe. We've had some fumbles on special team stuff. It's caused some real fucking problems. Defense got them off the field, and so this could be the beginning of the end. Or the end of the beginning. Or end of the end. Maybe. Whether we score or not, just keep the clock running, and they're gonna maybe burn a timeout or two. If we get a first down, I think it's almost academic, almost impossible to blow it at that point, barring a fumble. And that's a good way to fumble. They are back there. They take the handoff.
1 yard on the play. That brings up 3rd and 10.
Florida State ekes out a win against Duke.
Man left, man left. 4 down, 4 down. Check 83, ball's going to 83. Ready! 98 Weasel! 98 Weasel! Jump, jump, jump!
I think when I run tight end plays across like that, I actually now prefer a left-hander. It's so much easier to guide it away from that side of the field, as it just seems like the tight end and the ball end up being in the right place easier.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Four down, four down. Hey, watch that.
Could be in my head.
Ready! Green 88! Green 88! Motion, motion, motion. Watch the motion. Take motion, 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 motion.
Problem is just not getting anything done here in the fourth, but still burning time. Yeah, I'm stacked up over there on Ferris, so get Rivero under. This is a real good way to get a fucking pick six, though.
Easy, 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 easy. Eagle. Switch, switch. Eagle. Easy, 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 easy. Eagle.
Back to the middle. I wasn't even good at fucking ball hawking. I might have been able to make plays on those. There's been a couple of them today.
Third down.
So I just want to take time off the clock. Almost in field goal range.
Hey, we got tight left, tight left. Four down, four down. Hey, watch that, watch that. Check right, 54. Ready? Ground 50. Omaha. Check three, check three. Check three, check three. Check, check three.
Oh, and the defender comes up on it, but doesn't. Attempts to make a play on it, but it still gets to Rivero. Laser beam. Defender gets boxed out. And that's pretty much it. USA has no timeouts. We could kneel it. Will we kneel it? Well, let McKinley run it one or two more times. Send it on home for the night.
Here we go. Green 95. Green 95.
Hard run for 5.
That's a gain of 5 on the play. That brings up second and
Double tight, double tight. Four down, four down. Hey, watch that, watch that. Check right, 54. Right. Set. Ground 50. Ground 50.
Oof. Look at McKinley, man. Barreling over people. That was going to be a loss of yards, but he breaks 3 tackles and gets the first. And it's hard to lose when you got a guy that can finish it off like that. I think we will now kneel it. I mean, dude's earned another run play, right? Let's let him run it again.
Double tight, double tight.
This might actually be fucking
Hey, watch that, watch that.
messed up. It's a problem back in there.
Ready? 98 Weasel. 98 Weasel.
Ooh, no. We don't need to do that anymore.
loss of 2 yards on the play.
We'll kneel it and then we'll
That
kick
brings
a
up
field
second
goal.
and 13.
Two tights, two tights. Four down, four down. Hey, watch that, watch that. Check right, 54. Ready? Green. Double tight, double tight. Four down, four down.
I thought
Watch that, watch
I guess we're not going for a field goal because I accidentally called no huddle.
Red 88.
Or we'll just try to win with some class and not, like, I guess, unintentionally.
That's the end of the game. The final score is 41.
Defense came to life in the second half. Slowed them down a bit, and Joe
See you at the next
Cox
game. Thank you so much for
is
coming
so
out
pretty.
and supporting our team.
Senior night. Go home happy with the win. Couple of 14-point comeback victory for the day as well. A couple of recruits here visiting, so they got to see all the highs and lows. A little bit of both. Oof. Pick 6 housed. That one will haunt me. Joe Cox getting pounded into the fucking ground. You see that? That was some dirty shit. That play, which I still don't fully understand what happened there. T-Bone. Housed it. Cox just throwing a laser to Baker. Sure, that was the first touchdown. Just a little snapshot there. So a win nonetheless, not our prettiest. Was one of Joe Cox's biggest yards for his career. I think maybe second highest. 2 picks, of course. Blemishes on that. Problem, we tried to get over 100 yards and it just kind of fell apart there on the last few runs of his. Kinley. Some fullback poaching. Sod Ferris taking another rushing touchdown. He didn't get any receiving ones. Guerrero having a nice game. 80 yards. Baker, a couple big ones. Touchdown. Henry gets one for a touchdown. Blocking. 12 tackles and an interception taken for a touchdown for T-Bone. Tackles for loss by senior Anthony Jones. Junior Manson, the outside backer. And Walker getting some time earlier with the 4-4 on the field. No sacks. Estero had the other pick as well as the deflection. No field goals. 1 punt. 48 yards, but 32 net. That'd be it. And so I'm probably going to race to sleep for 4 or 5 hours. Get what I can here before family starts making me get up to do stuff. Get that W though. And now, I'm super interested to just fast forward it before we wrap this up to see what happens, because LSU, they're not telling us the score of that. Somewhat shrouded in secrecy. Time of possession much more even than normal. Team usually holding it much bigger portion of time than that. Players of the game. (41-31). We move up to 8-3 now. Update that in our chat command. Slowly. But surely, where is it at? 8-3, and let's see if we go up in the rankings. I'm sure. I mean, there's just all sorts of wild stuff happening. So weird, wild stuff happening. Bama coming up next. Not technically next right now. Next stream. I would love to play another game with you all, but sleep, eat. And I might get a chance to come back during the day while real college football's on. Maybe play a game or two if you want to stop by. Tight spot. You streaming anytime soon, sir? Is anybody in here that doesn't know? Also plays NCAA. Some other games too. Maybe time to sleep. I think so. But thankful to spend these last few moments of this day with you all. Raid Coco Sports again. Is he on? Yo, what is he streaming? Man, so fucking slow trying to find it. Like, where is he at? As the game takes its whole time too. It takes its sweet time. It all worked out. Coco Sports NHL 22. Yeah. Got a good crowd in there though, damn. I usually don't like to raid people that have that many if I only have 3. Redeemed the chug. He's baseballing it. Chug this last bit of my seltzer beer here. Cheers to you. Chongs to you. And we're gonna raid out to Coco Sports here in a second. Let one last commercial block rip and run out of this thing. Go see what our boy Coco Sports is into tonight out there on the island of Japan, I believe, right? Out there. So appreciate you hanging out. We'll do this again real soon. Before we raid out, we got Corey Hicks, dude. We got to see what's going on real quick. Not quite ready. Not quite ready. We've got, okay, so we only went up a little bit. We've got to see if LSU lost. Look at number 1. The system has completely broken down the last 2 years with Illinois getting in, and now Joe Dixon, Coach Dickey's previous prize recruit, lighting it up there. Navy's next in line. But them and App State probably still have to play in a conference championship. TCU, another non-Super 3 team, fucking things up. Indiana's still got to get through Minnesota, and they got 2 losses, so I mean, it's just all pedantic at that point. Michigan, they're stuck. I don't know. They might have a conference championship game against Navy or App State that could let them jump. They might better still leapfrog in. Then you got 3 lost teams. Texas, LSU beats Ole Miss pretty good, and now on to La Tech, who's lost pretty much every game, but maybe one. And LSU might be getting into the conference championship game. We keep holding out hope. There's still a chance that La Tech, 1-9, maybe upsets them. But that's our only hope of us getting into conference championship week. So we've still got to beat Bama as well. Look at Boston College stock rising, man. 9. They've gone up to 9. They beat some really tough teams the last couple weeks. Beat Ohio State, beat Army. Now they've got App State, and then they got fucking Navy sitting at the end of the rainbow too. Well, just brutal, tough road. And so who knows what's going to happen with those fucking 3 teams still. App State, Navy, Boston College. Indiana sitting at number 5. They might end up being in the conference championship game again. It was like last year. BC's trying to get in there too. I mean, it's just insane. Oklahoma lost to Nebraska. I felt like I called that, I think. Maybe. Number 1 dropped big, yeah. Damn. But nobody else really did. Everybody just bumped up 1. LSU kind of shuffled around. Boston College jumped up. See, Army fell pretty hard. They've got Ohio State still, so either one of those teams could stumble. One of them has to. Oregon dropped 7. They got Arizona State. That's not going to be a cakewalk. South Carolina gets back into the ratings. 6 and 4. Are you kidding me? They weren't ever out, I guess, but beating Mississippi State's a pretty big win. Minnesota, Indiana, who knows what that one might entail. Baylor got spanked by TCU, but they went up the rank. Yep. Florida State's got a ranked opponent coming up. Struggle things around a little bit on the Conference USA Eastern Division. Ohio State just barely holding on. They've got another tough opponent coming up. They could be playing spoiler. And yeah, I mean, it's just a little bit sad that it doesn't look like we're going to get in. LSU's going to finish the deal. And one of our best seasons in a while. It's going to be led to a dead end. Right here, that loss to LSU that we had by 2 points is the difference. And if we had only 2 losses on our record, we'd probably be sitting in the natty picture. Real damn close to it. So there's that. Number 11th. Didn't know that we'd get, I didn't think we'd get up this high, honestly. After the start to the season. Didn't seem like we would. This is the first of the bowl projections, I believe. I don't think we've seen them. Look at them closer some other time. They're going to change a lot, but as of right now, seeing us in the American Conference champion. I don't know, is that true about Arizona? I think so. They're 7-0. It's a decent opponent. I'll take that. It's a nice game. LSU, Texas. And what's the nat? What a natty. What a natty. I just don't think Navy's still going to be sitting there. They've got a couple of tough games still. You will see. Interesting Rose Bowl there. App State, TCU. Runner-up game, basically. Well, we will have to see next time what it all shapes up like. I'm going to run that last commercial and rate out. Appreciate you all being here. We'll do this again real soon. You know I love you.